Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Chief Red here back with another gameplay breakdown from College Football 26. And before we get started, hit that like and subscribe. You know the drill. Appreciate the support. Now, today we're going to talk about something that is a little bit, I think understated, to be honest. Like, I've talked about this briefly on other videos, but I haven't shown a play like this yet. And I don't really see other people really talk about it much. But, this is one of those things where it's frustrating for me because these type of things go like unaddressed. Like EA doesn't say anything about this. Like if you do hear anything about it, like if they actually care at all, then you'll hear about it on next year's game. We already know they're already working on College Football 27. And, that's a whole thing too. We already know how everybody feels about that. Like they probably should be releasing the game every 2 years or so anyway. But that being said, this is about your inability to properly pick off passes. Okay, now I'm going to give a disclaimer. I understand that, in real life, things happen a certain way and anything can pretty much happen. And I get all that, right? And I understand that anything can pretty much happen on a video game, but this is one of those plays that I noticed very early on College Football 26. And I never understood how it gets worse year after year, like where you break things. Like I don't understand how things get broken year after year, because on College Football 25, you didn't really have much of an issue picking off passes. And it might have been a little overpowered, to be honest, because, you could really hit triangle and, really jump for interception. And it wasn't really much of an issue. And on this one, they changed it to where they do the, no eyes, no picks thing, which, if I remember correctly, they originally said was specifically for the AI. It wasn't really for supposed to affect users. But either way, this has nothing to really do with that. I just feel that when they put that in for this year's game, I feel like they broke something with the mechanics on intercepting passes. So when you user lurk, and this is not a user lurk play, let's be clear, I switched on to the DB late, but I am setting up and strafing with my DB holding L2 to get in position to at least attempt to jump for the ball. Right now, I don't have a problem with this if the receiver catches it, because people get mossed every day, right? That's not the issue. If he catches it and he's Randy Moss, then so be it, right? The issue that I have with this is that I have no control to be able to actually go and jump for this ball. You're looking at the play, I'm getting in position just like the receiver is. Now, in the past, we've all complained that the receivers don't really attack the ball. It's hard for them to attack the ball, or they can't go catch the ball at its highest point, quote unquote, right? And I feel like the issue with that, and pretty much anything we call out, is that these video game companies seem to just overcorrect. And this is one of those moments, right? It's you got to be able to balance these things out. And usually it takes, 1 to 2 years to even get to that point where it feels balanced. So now they totally overcorrected in the other direction because, at first we said, okay, the receivers don't attack the ball. Well, now they attack the ball like crazy, but your DBs can't attack the ball. I'm literally sitting in position to get this ball just like the receiver is, and I'm spamming triangle, trying to time it. But my guy jumps. He just kind of jumps in place, and he barely jumps at that. But the receiver is behind me, but then he magically zaps in front of me to get the ball. Right? Like I said, I don't have a problem if he jumps up. If we both jump at the same time and he jumps and there's they're jockeying for the ball or something like that, and then he happens to come down with it because his catch rating is higher. It's more than likely higher because he's a receiver and I have a DB. So that's number one. His jump rating is probably higher. He probably has all the ratings to pull this off. And I get that, right? I'm acknowledging that. The problem is that it just feels like this particular play, it just feels like he was able to just jump kind of past me. He just slid me out the way. And that's just annoying, right? Because the thing is, this happens all the time. This isn't something that I've just seen on this one play. I've seen this play multiple times. I have a linebacker and I'm user lurking and I'm right there to make the play, and he doesn't really go for the ball. He just kind of alligator arms it. This type of stuff happens all the time, but it didn't happen on 25. And I don't remember really happening on old games either. Like, but with this, change to how they did the DB play this year, I feel like they broke something, but they're not going to say it. They're not going to come out and admit it. And the problem that I have is that this type of stuff goes unsaid for, 9 or 10 months. We got 9 or 10 months left on this game, and they're probably not going to say anything until we get the gameplay breakdown, deep dive or whatever for College Football 27. And then they're going to be like, last year we broke DB play, and this year we tried to make it more balanced. So on this one, you can do, you already know that's what they're going to say, right? If they care at all, right? They might not say anything. And they were probably going to be doing the same stuff next year. But anyway, just another one of those plays. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you've seen this, if you don't like this, if you do like it, if you don't mind it, whatever, it's a safe space. But appreciate you sticking around. Y'all take it easy.